That is a grand question, and I love it because it's not difficult to answer, but I've never actually put all the knowledge together in one answer for a question, so to speak. But I've done it bit by bit. So ultimately, England was created by the Celtic and Anglo-Saxon and all the clans that were on this land before England was created as a nation, which was in the middle of the Roman invasions. Right now, the second time of the Roman invasion, the square mile of London became a Roman fort, right, where it was trying to push Roman civil law on the people of these nations. So the creation of England was built, common law, the Magna Carta, the Christian Constitution, Halsbury's Laws of England. We as a nation have all our own laws and our own jurisdiction, right? It's just that basically during the Great Reset, they got rid of all the documents, and what they did is they re-registered all the babies back into these trusts, right? The Cestui Act 1666.gov. You can find that on the government website. So what they did is when they re-registered people back into the trusts, they re-registered them as the debtors of the trust. When it was actually our inheritance as the people of these lands, right? So the English, the Irish, the Scottish and the Welsh have suffered at the hands of this British Union. And the British Union came about through fake marriages of fake royals along the way, all bullshit from people overseas, right? And people like myself whose bloodlines have been here since way before England, right? That's the difference between English and British, because what British is built on is Roman civil law, and it's everything from abroad. So it's everything that the legal system and the authorities and the laws that the authorities bring to these lands are from overseas, right? England has its own laws and its own jurisdiction. It's just that if you read your history and the ins and outs and what went on through the last probably 1,000 years of English history, right, you'll see that the Roman Empire developed into what is the British Union today, and it was all funded by the same bloodlines, right? So the Zionist Jews, the British, the Ish Brit. So British, Ish Brit means man of the covenant, and man of the covenant basically interprets as the relationship between God and the Jewish people, right? So British are Hebrew syllables, and they were put together, and it was created as an identity, as a legal trap for people, right? So that you are now entrapped you are being held hostage by a system of law that is from overseas. Now, me as an original bloodline of the original clans that formed England to protect itself with the Constitution, the Magna Carta, common law, the Bill of Rights, and later down the line, Halsbury's Laws of England, right? We put all that in place to protect the people, the true Christian faith of these people of these lands. Put all that together to protect you lot, the people, the future generations, from what this system is doing today. But they have very, very cunningly and deceptively tricked people into being British over the last probably 300 to 400 years, when in actual fact our true nationality is English, Welsh, Scottish and Irish. British is like an umbrella for everybody. This is why you only get British politics, because it's not an English thing, politics, right? We ruled our land, and we ruled with proper justice under common law, right? None of this shit would be happening. There'd be no fucking child trafficking. There'd be none of it. No fucking debt slavery. No, none of it. We need to get England back on the fucking map, right? And all British citizens that were born in England, it doesn't matter where you come from, if you were born in England, you would be classed as English nationality, right? Because you were born on this land. The law of the land is England, right? Common law. That is our jurisdiction. So, fundamentally, the difference between English and British is being a man of fucking Christ against the fucking Antichrist. Right? So when they put the Scottish cross and the English cross together, one over the other, that was the point when we was double crossed. Right? Fact. The British identity was created as a trap for the English, the Irish, the Scottish and the Welsh people to enslave them into this system of debt slavery and usury. Right? No man and no woman of these lands should be paying a mortgage. No woman and no fucking man of these lands should be paying to use their own resources. This is how England had it. Now you think about the fucking billions upon billions that they take from you every year and give it away in foreign aid, right? England would be putting that back. It wouldn't even be taking it. It'd be invested straight into the fucking nation and the people and making sure everybody was fucking looked after and that they were being inspired in some way to be creative and bring something to the world. Nobody left behind. That's what the English are about. Anti-slavery, anti-fucking Zionism, anti-usury of its own people. Right? And what amazes me is you've got these people that call themselves British Christians, right? The British system is the exact system that Christ, Yahushua, King of all kings, that was the very system that he was against. And now all Christians have sold out to a system of usury which enslaves them with debt. Right? And they've still got the audacity to call themselves fucking Christians. It's a fucking joke. People have become so misguided. So the difference between English, the English Red Cross, right? Or the old red flag with the white dragon on it, right? The difference between that and the British flag is the British flag is the British Soviet Union. It is the fucking Antichrist to these lands. To the English, Irish, Scottish and the Welsh. And I say, fuck the British Union.